Hi, my name's Ashley, and this is my identities project. Here's the box that I made, and inside is going to be the identities that I believe have affected the way, largely affected the way that perceive the world around me. The first part is going to be my spirituality. My spirituality is open. I use my spirituality to, um, in every aspect of my life, the way that I digest experiences, the way that I see the world, I see interactions, the way I fix my problems, the way I deal with my hardships is through my spirituality. And my spirituality is where I take just different things from different religions that I like. I don't take everything about Christianity because, as we've read, religion has caused a lot of harm in the world. But I like to take a lot of things from Christianity, a lot of things from Hinduism, Buddhism. I love all of it. So it's great. The next thing that I have in my box is going to be this image. This image right here represents my mental ability. As you can see, all the kids right here in class, they are participating and quiet. And that child right there is not, that child is me. That I have ADD, attention deficit disorder, that has impacted my life dramatically from a very young age. I wasn't able to focus when I was little in school. All of my friends have always known me as wild, crazy, and I've still been accepted, but I just didn't always feel like I was accepted or liked. I felt different. That, and then growing up in a time and going to school in a time like the 90s, those children that had ADD were not really accepted. They didn't have many protocols except for give them a pill that will tell them to stop moving around so much and pay attention. um, this still affects my life today. I know I'm different than other people, and through my spirituality, I've been able to accept that part of myself, which is great. But also a way that I can relate with my clients in the future because I'm hoping to work with children who have ADD. The way that oh yeah, this is my other identity is going to be I'm a female, I'm a mother. I I work in a restaurant. I do deal with sexual harassment. I have been in some domestic violence situations. In the text, it mentions how women are so much more likely to experience domestic violence, to experience sexual harassment, and things like that. And also, I do believe that I process things differently as a woman. I am very emotional. And I'm a tomboy, so I would play with the boys, run with the boys. I still like playing sports. I was discriminated a lot growing up because I could play sports with the boys, but when they found out I was a girl or I wanted to play football, they either wouldn't let me play or they'd be really, really hard on me because nobody wants to lose to a girl because then you lost to a girl and you look weak when you're a boy. So on the outside of my box, I have my different identities. I feel like people see first because a lot of this is the way I look, and so that's what people see first, whether we like it or not. They don't see the inside. They don't see what we've struggled with. They see a white woman. If you're a minority, come from a minority group who's been oppressed, I'm not going to look like a friend. I might look like somebody who's treated you badly, discriminated you against. My ability is that I look like I'm able. I run, I play, I'm physically able. I do have a disability though, and that is my attention deficit disorder. Here's the middle class. Um, this is representing that I am straight. My nationality is American, and I think that people assume that since I'm white, I am a citizen, and that's not necessarily true. And then another one is my age group. I'm also in a prime age group to not be discriminated against. I'm 33 years old. And so this is how people they view me. And I think that my clients, it's important for my anti-racist practice to understand that, my clients may not like what they see when they first meet me. And it's important for me to show them that I am a trustworthy person. I am on their side. I am going to stand up for social justice, for the oppression and discrimination that they have had to go through throughout their lives and their, grandparents, great grandparents, and stuff like that. So, Yeah, I really like this. And then the, oh yes, the intersecting identities here would be, a lot of them afford me more privilege. I have more privilege because of the color of my skin. I have more privilege because of my class. Um, because I have, like, so if you say that I'm a white middle class, those, when they intersect, those will make it so that I'm doubly privileged, where the opposite is double jeopardy, and that is when you have two identities that intersect and they cause you to have double the discrimination that we saw in Mr. Hodges' um, video of African American women facing discrimination in the workplace. I if I so I do have the ADD, but because I'm a white and I grew up in the middle class, I was afforded special privileges that kind of kept me out of that. Had I been white and lived in poverty, I probably wouldn't be where I am today, still in the middle class. My parents were able to get me out. They had the resources to get me out of trouble. They had the resources to help me with my, when I was in school and struggling, because I'm privileged in a lot of ways. I didn't have to suffer too much because of that disability, which truly isn't fair, and it isn't right. And it's something that I need to know, because knowing that causes me to be more anti-racist. It's uncomfortable for sure, um, but it does help me to become more aware of what's really going on. The next thing I would like to talk about is, I wanted to touch on that we live in a meritocracy, which means that people like me are given special privileges for just simple reasons, where my parents make a certain amount of money. Have ability, I have physical ability, and the color of my skin is a big one. And understanding and accepting that as a truth is a big part of becoming a social worker, and having more understanding and compassion for people that are discriminated against every day. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation, and I hope to watch some of your guys' videos.